Hey, what's up? Mark here. Sitting in the Civic. I just wanted to give you guys like a better view of the car. I need a new steering wheel. Like, I have a 2024 list of goals, and that's kind of like this video. So, right now, um, the car runs. It's really, I don't know if it's the compression I want it to be. It still has compression. Like, all the cylinders are even. They're all 130. But the moment you stop cranking it, it blows past the rings. So I know that all the rings are bad on this engine. And that's probably most likely due to turbo. Like, we ran the turbo and everything. I think I'm going to go with a new wideband sensor this year. Got to buy, probably going to get a new ignition switch. Hoping I'm going to clean all that up. That's all just bolts from the LS and stuff and cam gear. I'm going to hope to replace this. I want to get rid of the hole here, which I'll probably just go to the J yard and see if I can just get a whole tunnel. And then I'll probably just have my friend's dad weld it in for me. I can't weld and I don't want to like learn on the fly right now. I have like a month to do a lot of this stuff before my business gets really busy. Wasn't expecting it to go that crazy, guys, but let me pause it real quick and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, guys, so welcome back. This is my H20, I don't even know. It's more like an H23 than an H22. It's an H22 block. So we got an H22 block. I got a brand new water pump. Actually, no, the water pump's not new. The other motor has a brand new water pump, but I kept my Honda one. I feel like the Honda water pump is super good. So if you can try and keep one that's still working, this one looked good. I have overheating issues with this other one. I don't know. I got a KS tuned kit. It's not black. I bought it because it was on sale. All that stuff. Brand new Honda balancer. Just got this guy. This was the newest thing I have. I'm running stock cams, like I said, just the PCB1 cams. I think they're auto cams because they're smaller than the cams that are in my current motor. Yeah, just the head gasket's a lot thicker. If you really look, you're like, what I went with a slightly thicker gasket to bring down compression and minimize the risk of this piston to valve, because it's fine with, I think we're going with a PCB head. This one has a slightly smaller valve than the H22. It's like a millimeter on both sides smaller, more like a B20. I think it's like 34 and 29. And then it has a slightly smaller chamber. So even though we milled everything, I went with a thicker gasket because basically that's what happened. Bearings or everything from that video, I had all that checked, blueprinted for me. Yeah, so that's the motor. I just wanted to show it off. We're gonna run, I'll show you guys what's the other motor and what we're saving and what's going to be changed out over this next year, hopefully. Be in mind, I'm also trying to save for my own place. Like, I'm trying to get my own trailer, so I might not be able to buy everything right away. All right, guys, so I'm probably going to start getting rid of stuff on this side. We'll probably get rid of that. I don't really have the washer squirters hooked up, and whatever. For sure, I gotta buy a new radiator. This one cracked. See, like, I had overheating issues before I stopped the car, so I kind of honestly beat the crap out of this car the year I drove it every day to work. But I want to get a new harness. Like, I don't know, I popped the hood and it's just like, ugh. Looks like, but I had no money when I built this car, guys. I was working really, really like part-time and stuff, so I'm gonna get a new fuel filter. Look at this. Like, I look at it and I'm like, man, you're one of those people who is just like kind of ghetto with this build. But I did it with the budget I had, so for sure gonna be getting a new radiator. The motor's obviously getting taken out. Probably gonna give this valve cover to my brother if he puts his H22A in his EF. I'll use the other one, no worries. But nothing off of this engine besides the header, this alternator, and the manifold, like the injectors and stuff. Nothing off of this engine will be going on the new engine, because I want to keep this one complete and then drop it off, have it rebuilt. Like, I'm not going to touch it. I want it done. New bearings, everything. Just pay someone to do it. I'll drive the one that I have now. I do want to order oil squirters. I had an issue with clearancing them. I broke one, and they're like $70. It's not like I want to go below $70, but I'm running the cast piston, so I figure we'll run oil squirters. I'll get those on eBay, and then I still save the original one, so I know how to clearance them. I clearanced one, and then as I was clearancing the other one, I kind of like pulled it too hard and ripped it off the little squirter. So yeah, I'm gonna get brakes. I'm thinking about either just getting the fast brakes adapter, because getting the brakes shipped here from Arizona, like, it's like $50, and it's like, yeah, or not $50, like $150. So I figure I'll just get the bracket, and then I'll have my friend's dad, who owns the shop. He does brakes every day. That's his like bread and butter. So I'll just have him order me Integra stuff and all the stuff I need, but I still want to support fast brake by just buying the bracket. It's just shipping's going to kick my ass, and I don't want to pay for something I can get. I still want to support him, but I don't want to like feel like I'm paying a third of the price just for shipping. And it's not their fault. I understand. So I still want to support the business. We need to get trailing arms for this back here. I want to get new wheels. I like the one wheel that's black because I bent it, but I do want to get new wheels. New coilovers for sure. My max speeding rods they're okay. They weren't bad, but super budget. And I own a business, and everything's slightly taken off, you know. That's why I was gone for 2 years. I worked on my own for a little bit. Then I worked at a brewery making food there. Did pretty well there. Made like $7 raise in a year. Was making good money, so I was able to finish the truck. So the truck was down. I finished the truck. Now it's time to finish the Civic, so I can put the truck down again, because I want to go and do a bunch of stuff on that. That'll be its own video. But yeah, brakes, trailing arms in the back for disc brakes, all that's goodness. But yeah, I put new ball joints. I need a new steering rack, so we'll put a new steering rack on. But yeah, also another reason sorry, why I stopped driving is the bolts in the half shaft. Like, I need to helicoil the shafts and stuff, and I don't want to do that. I just want to have somebody who's a professional, has the right tools, rather than me just hacking around and trying to figure it out. I'd rather have somebody who can do it right. I'm not really hurting for money. So I understand. I grew up on a budget. I built this on a budget, and now it's time to have a higher budget. Like, I still have a budget, but I'm not going to be just buying like eBay coils. I can afford like the next brand up and stuff. So want to send out one of my manifolds to get ported, but that might not happen this year. I'm kind of more focused on just getting it back to running enough. So I'll probably get the radiator first. You'll see that in the next few days. I'm probably order it Monday, and then I'll get the radiator on. We'll get it running again. And then I want to try and get the exhaust ready so I can go. I have to do emissions on this bad boy, but it passes emissions pretty easy once it's tuned up. So I'll get new plugs. I'll put that. I might just run the distributor, and then eventually I'll get that coil unplugged stuff, but no real hurry on that. Trying to minimize my spending on this engine, because I know it's going to cost a lot. I'm going to have to get it sleeved and all that stuff. So I'd rather just leave it as it is, go put it away for a little bit, then work with the new one. And yeah, I think I'm just going to order oil squirters for that one. And then I'll show you guys all this stuff. But that block was clearanced and spec'd out, so everything's good on that. I just had to get a thicker gasket for the clearances on the head. I wanted it sticks out a little bit on the bore, so I wanted it to be a little bit more. I'm fine with a slightly lower compression. Don't need, like, I think it was like 13 to 1. I'm sitting around 10 or 11, maybe 11.5, which is fine. So it's fine. I'm not really worried about it. If I want to build a crazy race motor again, we'll just go with the K24 at this point, guys. Like, I know the K24 and K series is just a little bit more powerful, but this should be good. But yeah, so we'll be getting